Needlenose in spider armor. Boris the spider. Y'all know where that's from? Probably don't. Probably don't. It's all good. I bet you like a couple of people do. But hey, what you do know that it is Needlenose behind all the different cog pieces. And I try to make this kind of like, not cog armor, spider, kind of arachnid, arthropod type of armor, because the cog legs always strike me as really, really cool spider legs. And yeah, I just try to play with a lot of different angles over here, like these, like these, like these. And you could even like open these up. And so that's primarily what I was looking for. And this thing, oddly enough, fits on top of the little exhaust on a, hold on for a second. What am I going to do? Yep, burp. As I mentioned on several of these videos, I drink a big cup of water before I do these videos, basically because I don't want my throat to be parched. And unfortunately, I swallow a lot of air in the process, and that gives me burps. Yeah. But yeah, it's Needlenose. And it's not that I had some type of vision or anything to make him some type of spider guy. I just wanted to play with the blues. The stark blue, it's not even a stark blue, it's like a navy blue that's on Needlenose, which is just a beautiful color combination that he has with the light purple, the grays, and the little bit of teal in there. That blue matches up with Cog really, really, really well. And after I had made that Black Rarichi build, I was like, you know what? I want to try doing something with Cog. And yeah, just messing around with it, and eventually just kind of came to this form. Maybe it's because I recently revisited the Tarantula build with Cog, and maybe that's why it was still fresh in my mind. I will say the one thing about this build that I don't like are these right over here. Still trying to figure out how I really want them to look. I originally had these like this, and also these flipped around. These are supposed to be kind of like cannons a little bit. I think that's the only part that doesn't quite work. But otherwise, it's all right. It's all right. You know what I noticed also? This video may not get a lot of play by the algorithm because just looking at this, the AI may think that his nose cone back there is something else. So if this video doesn't perform well, then I know the reason why. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta gamify the AI. The AI is gonna think one thing, and you gotta make some assumptions. You're like, all right, dude, then you can't be showing them off like that. So anyway, it's a Needlenose, and he's using 2 cogs, and he's not very difficult to make. I mean, I say that a lot of builds, but mostly that is the case. I will say the ones that are probably most complicated are some of the fossilizer ones, because they utilize like interesting angles, and because the fossilizer pieces, especially from P-Trex, are very, very, very versatile. Same thing with Wingfinger. Rack a little less so. And so some of them require some like intricate instructions and details and stuff. But this guy, he's pretty straightforward. That's one Needlenose, and I've popped off his little fin. It's a removable fin back there. Put on one of his guns. Put it on Zigzag, the other gun. I don't know this guy's name. These are just the cog legs, and these spider legs or whatever are just plugged in by the fists into cogs like waist. What is it, like waist connectors over here, hip connectors rather. And then this bit, you can see that hole right there is you're just threading, you're just plugging those things into the wings. And so yeah, it's easily explained, but probably better if I break it down for you. And always forgetting my manner because I'm so hyped to ready to just jump into this build. I always forget to wish y'all a happy day, a happy night, or a happy evening, and wish for all of you to be in pleasant, peaceful dispositions as you watch this video, because hey, it just makes for a better time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, again, salutations to everyone. So like I said, I'm not going to really explain this stuff because they're just plugged in. This top part over here, there's an exhaust, the plain exhaust, the jet exhaust right there, and this just fits perfectly, choke, right there. And the other one is plugged into the back. It does make this one sit a little bit skew. Actually, okay, yeah, no, there's not enough clearance for this to fully go in there. So this has to slightly be at an angle. So you got to untap that, but whatever, we're not going to do that right now. We'll do that in a sec. So this is what he looks like without the cog appendages and stuff, and that's okay too. That's okay too. The wings really stand out, right? So I'm only going to take off one of these because they're identical on both sides. Like I said, this is just the cog waist, the lower half of the torso, and you just put one arm in there, and you put the other arm in there, and into that hole, you just thread this peg. And after that, you mess around and make sure, well, not, you don't have to, but I like trying to get the arms as symmetric as possible. Let me mess with this again. You pop that off a little bit. Get that in there. There you go. And you can kind of ease that back up. It will sit at a little bit of an angle. And then you just snap ring over his head. There we go. Oh. How long has he been blurry like that? Guys, you guys are supposed to tell me. There we have him. There we have him. Needlenose the Spider-Man, or Spider Armor. Go look up that song. It's by The Who, Boris the Spider. It's a really, really cool song. Anyway, so this is a pretty fast video, just 5-6 minutes. I mean, it's like not that fast. Most videos are about 8 minutes, but this one is about 6. But yeah, not too bad, not too shabby, right? Raggy. Remember Shaggy? They used to call him like Raggy, or at least the dog did, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Speaking of Scooby-Doo, I was never a fan of Scrappy-Doo. And I forget, somebody in one of the movies turned down a part to act in the live-action Scooby-Doo movie because they heard Scrappy was gonna be in there. And I'm like, you know what, sir? I support your decision because that dude was whack, dude. I hated Scrappy-Doo. And when they started introducing like Scooby-Dee and Scooby-Dumb and all this extra stuff, I was like, all right, man, Scooby-Doo's played out. And I was a kid when I was saying that too, dude. I was like, yo, this is just played out. Anyway. Random mumbo jumbo, friends. Okay, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go home. And I'll talk to y'all next time, okay? Y'all be safe out there, okay? Be in good health, both physically and mentally, until we meet again, okay, friends? Bye.